I used to be. I was the eldest of, as I said, 12 kids, and I was the one that was always doing stuff with them. And then I come here and meet somebody who turned my life upside down.
When we're talking about things like domestic violence and homelessness, we always think about all the negatives and all the stuff that comes out of that, but we don't really talk about the alternatives that come out of that, and also the connections and the way that we develop communities were also very interesting, right? I even remember after my mom, when my mom left, we were living in low-income housing. It primarily consisted of women and their children who are coming out of a similar situation like that. Nobody had a lot, so a lot of the women who were there were either on social assistance or going to school. And in that particular living situation, women were able to just laugh and had the ability to have access to somebody who they know that they could trust to take care of their own children. They could have went outside for coffee, left for 2 hours, came back, and nobody would have said anything. And the children as well were also happier. They were able to just be, right? There was no fear anymore. And that was after they left that abusive household. Well, of course, like we always think about, it's so sad that this person grew up in a single parent household, but what was the alternative to that? When we were in supportive transitional homeless shelters and stuff like that, the community that was there, that was a key that I thought that was very important. And that is something that I'm looking to replicate, because the thing is that when we're talking about things like domestic violence and homelessness, we always think about, I call the negatives and all the stuff that comes out of that, but we don't really talk about the alternatives that come out of that, where yeah, of course, there's a domestic violence situation, but I saw that there were a lot of women when they left, they got the ability to do things that they didn't think that it was even possible for themselves and their own family.
Just to be very clear with what we're talking about, we are designing a holistic learning and homing facility for youth in core housing need between the age of 18 and 34.
When I have conversations about how I grew up, yeah, there are a lot of really bad things, but there are a lot of very good things that came out of it. Here, I'd like to view this project as like a celebration of life, a new beginning. That's more of the foundation that I want to set.